Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to this course on Excel for Business Analytics by Dice Analytics. And in this lecture, I'm actually going to talk about table slicers. I've briefly touched base with this topic in my last lecture, but I want to delve a little deeper into this topic. So let's quickly move to our Excel file where we do most of our experimentation. Over here, you can actually see that we have table slicers. In fact, we have actually a table available, at our disposal. Now, please be reminded that you cannot insert table slicers, by if you don't have a table. You can actually create, in a very complicated way, some slicers for, some static data arrays that you have, but that's a pretty long, complicated process. But if you want to insert a slicer, you cannot actually do it unless and until your data array is actually in a tabular format. Where can you insert the slicer from? It's actually going to be available in table design, and you can actually just insert the slicer from over here. So this is a more elaborate example in comparison to the last one, and where I tried to distinguish the difference between a mathematical value and a dimension. So right now in our data set, we have two dimensions: the month and the year. The car, the motorcycle, and the bicycle columns are actually, they're just mathematical values. So I can bifurcate cars, motorcycles, and bicycles on the basis of months and year. So the months and years are actually going to be the dimensions. Again, Excel is not going to actually stop me from creating a slicer for the cars, but it doesn't make any sense because these are mathematical values and they are not supposed to be the reasons why you are actually bifurcating a specific type of data. On the other hand, you might and you will want to look at the data on the basis of the dimensions, which in this case are the month and the year. So let's actually insert those dimensions, the month and the year. Sorry for that, the month and the year. There you go. So now we have two slicers available at our disposal, and now we can actually wreak havoc on the data. You can select a particular year and then particular months to actually look exactly at what you are searching for. So let's say if I wanted to see, car sales for the entire year in 2022, okay, cool, I have them over here. But let's say I just want to see the car sales and the motorcycle sales and the bicycle sales for the month of June, July, and August. So, all right, sorry about that. June, July, and August. So once you do that, it actually specifically filters the entire list or the table on the left hand side in accordance to that selection. So you can actually then change the year selection to move to a different year and see the values for those particular months that you're actually already selected, or you can go ahead and make a totally different selection in order to look at the values for those new selections in terms of the month. So this is how slicers are a very cool way of actually dividing your data on the basis of dimensions, and then actually viewing those dimensions for the values that are associated with those dimensions. In this example, we actually use just the month or the year, but there are 1,000 different ways of actually creating dimensions and actually then bifurcating the data on the basis of those dimensions. It really actually boils down to what sort of a data that you're looking at, and how can you actually create a dimension out of that data. I hope you actually like this lecture and hope to see you in the next lecture.